So today we will be performing an Ansible activity. So this video will be divided into three main stages: task 1, task 2 and task 3. In task 1 we will be performing an automation in which we will be creating 3 EC2 instances using an Ansible playbook. Some of them will be with Ubuntu and some of them will be with AWS Linux. So these are the two Linux based distributions that we are choosing. And in the task 2 we will be enabling the EC2 instance for the passwordless login. Okay. In the third task, we will be just stopping the EC2 instance, those who are Ubuntu based. Okay. So in task 3, we are just stopping the EC2 instance based on a condition. So there will be some conditional statement also. So what is Ansible actually? Ansible is used for the configuration management, not for the infrastructure management. For the infrastructure management, we generally use Terraform. We should use the tools that are actually meant for. So this is all about Ansible in very short. So Ansible is useful for automation of day-to-day configuration tasks. So let's move on to the, this is my laptop screen. So let's show you the code and these are the code, okay? So just, okay. First task is to create the, in the task 1, actually we will be creating 3 EC2 instances, okay? So with different AMIs. Alright, so first AMI, first of the 2 AMIs will be with Ubuntu and another will be with AWS Linux, okay? So let me show you my AWS, okay. For the task 1, we will be first creating an IAM user, okay? So let me, it is, I have already created, so I will be just running through the steps. After that, after creating the IAM user, we will be creating and downloading the access keys also. You can just see that over here, EC2 instance. If you go there, key pair, you need to create, actually this is my key pair, okay, this is my key pair. So you need to create your own key pair by just clicking it over here, put it any case, and then for the key pair type we'll be keeping it as RSA and PIM. Then the key pair will be downloaded into your machine as a CSV file. Okay. So after that, we need to download the Boto3, like pip install Boto3. So I have already installed, so I will be not be initiating this. So you need to install the Boto3 on your machine. After that, you need to proceed forward with, you need to also import the AWS collection, Amazon.aws collection. So where will you get that? Okay, so let me show you in the Ansible XY Galaxy. Okay, yeah, here it is, Ansible Galaxy, collections, over here, namespace. Search for AMAZ in Amazon. Okay, view collection. Over here you will find AWS. Just type it over here. It is loading, I think. Okay, you need to copy this Ansible Galaxy collection, install Amazon.aws. Go to your terminal. I'll be here. You need to install it on your local machine, because local machine, this machine will be your control node, and the other instances that we'll be creating will be the managing node. Okay, so over here you will go and paste it, Ansible Galaxy collection, install Amazon.aws. It is already installed, so it is already installed on my machine, so it's already configured. So up to this we are done. Okay, so now we need to create the vault. So in Ansible, why we are creating a vault? Over here, actually for creating the EC2 instance on my AWS account. So for this automation, we will be using the keys. Okay, so let me show you. I am generally storing these keys. These will be invalid because I will be keeping, I will be deleting it. So it is what it is. So I need to store these keys securely, right? So for that we will be using the vaults. So so you can create the vaults. I have already created, and I have created the vault pass over here. So this is encrypted. So okay, this is the vault pass. So after that we will be proceeding forward with the main playbook. Okay, so for the playbook, let me explain all the steps. Okay, for the host, we are using the localhost, because localhost are our control node, right? From this we will be creating the EC2 instance. So after that, collection is local. Yes, it is local. So gather facts, we are just ignoring the gather facts stage. So after that, we are declaring over here. We are declaring the variables. Why we are declaring the variables? If you are using like over here, I am using virtual environment, right? I have created a .vnv for Python because when I was installing Boto3, I was getting some errors. So for that, I am creating a VATS to use the virtual environment, Python's virtual environment where my Boto3 is installed. Okay, it may be like in your machine if the errors are not showing, so errors are not popping up. So just ignore this. Then the main part starts, the tasks. We need to create the EC2 instance. Okay, then Amazon.aws EC2 instance. This is how we initiate. Then we will be creating a name. Over here, I need to after completing that, after completing the explanation, I will explain you why I am using the dynamic name. It is a dynamic name. So okay, so after that, for the password authentication, we need to declare the key name over here. After that, this is my instance type. T3 micro is the free tier eligible. So if you need more, you can just change it. But T3 micro will be using it. The security group is you can use by default security group. You can use it. But over in my AWS account, default security group I am using for another project. So I am using Ansible security group, which I have created. Over there are 2 to 3 subnets also. So this is the security group. Okay, so after that, the region will be AP South 1. That is, let me show you. Okay, instance EC2 instance we will be creating. Yes, it is AP South 1. Okay, so let me show you the AMIs also. Launch instance will be okay. For the Amazon Linux, the AMI ID will be this. Note it down. I will be using it. Okay, Ubuntu, for the Ubuntu users, Ubuntu EC2 instance that we are creating, the AMI ID will be this. Okay, note it down. Okay, so these are the AMI IDs. Okay, confirm changes. Okay, I will not be creating any EC2 instance over here. Let's go to okay over here. Okay. These are the then AWS access keys. These are keep it into account. If in the vault, during the creation of the vault, you need to put the same variable name over here. The variable name should be perfectly okay and the perfectly same. Okay, so over here the access key goes over here and the secret key. After that, we are creating assigning the network. For that, network public IP will be true. I will be assigning it an IP address. The image ID is item.im. Okay, 2 of the AMI will be Ubuntu, so I have pasted it over here, and another one will be AWS Linux. The name that we are using over here, items.name, Ansible instance 1, Ansible instance 2, and Ansible instance 3. Why we are using this? We can also do like this, right? Let me copy this. We can also just pass this AMI IDs, right? In that case, it will create only 2 instances. Why? In Ansible, there is a property called idempotent. If one task is performed, repeatedly same task will not be performed. It will just skip it, right? But it is completely different in case of script automation. So over here, that's why to make some uniqueness, we are just changing the names. Okay. So this is all about the EC2 create.yml playbook through which we will be creating the EC2 instance. Let me show you my. Over here, we don't have the EC2 instance. Actually, I have terminated all those instances that were being created. So let me trigger this. Okay. Password. This is the command through which we will be creating the EC2 instance. Okay. So okay. It is creating. See, it is creating. Let me show you. Yes. Some of them are running. EC2 instance 1 is running. EC2. See, the 3 EC2 instances are just triggered. Okay. Now, one by one, I will copy the public IP address. Why I am copying it? There is some reasons. Inventory.ini over here. I just need to change the IP address. It is for the first Ubuntu instance, next Ubuntu instance, Ansible. Public IPv4, copy it, paste it, Ctrl V. It is for the Amazon instance. So this is the okay, this is the instance that actually I need, and we control that, right? So just save it. So we are done till now. We have done the task one. Task one is completed. Now we need to set up the passwordless authentication to all the EC2 instance that we have. Okay. So for that we need to we just need to pass a one line command. Okay. See here, I will be these all are actually uploaded on GitHub also. You will get the documentation over there, a detailed documentation in fact. So let me show my GitHub account also. So over there, yes, these are all the steps that we are actually following. Okay, for the passwordless authentication, if you are using SSH keys, through SSH keys you can just do this like this. So I will be copying it. Okay, Ctrl C or tab. So paste it over here. You need to just replace the IP address. I will be just copying it from here. That is very much better. Ctrl C, paste it over here. Yes, why yes, yes, okay. Yes, we are in. Okay. So for the first instance, we are done with the passwordless authentication. Okay, clear, or exit. Okay. For the second instance, the same thing. We need to do the same thing. Copy the IP address, paste it over here. Ubuntu is a username. So after that, the IP address goes. Okay, paste. Yes, yes. Yeah, we are in. Okay. And exit. Okay, we are done. Now we have to do the same thing for the AWS AMI also. Instance with AWS AMI. Okay. Ctrl C. Where is that? Okay. Paste it. Where? Right. Why? Yes. Yes. We are in. Okay. So again, you can just okay. Okay, we are done with the passwordless authentication also. So task 2 is finished. Okay, so after that we need to stop the EC2 instance. Those are using Ubuntu AMI. Okay, let me show you. We are just what is that? These two EC2 instance, Ansible instance 2 and Ansible instance 1, these are running on Ubuntu instance. Okay, so we need to stop these two, and this one should be up and running, unaffected. Okay, so let's do that also. Okay, we need to create the we need to first and foremost we need to create the inventory.ini. After that we need to create the password. Yes, EC2 stop.yml. This is the playbook. These all are uploaded on my GitHub account also. You can just check it out. So what we are doing, the host we are using the localhost. With the localhost, it is a control node. Okay, again it is a control node. So the connection is local. Gather facts, we are just disabling that. We don't need it. We are moving forward with the variable declaration. Again the same thing. Ansible Python interpreter will be the virtual environment that we have created. AWS region will be the Mumbai one, AP South one. Okay, the target instance names are Ansible instance. Those instance names. Let me show you. These are the instance names. So these are the instance names. Now the tasks start. First and foremost, we will get the instance information by the name tag. Okay, over here we are just using it. This is the region. Again, it will pull the information from here, AP South 1, and the access key. Those are stored in our vault, and the filter is the tag name, and item is the tag, the name of the system. Okay, now our loop starts. The information will be extracted from each and every EC2 instance. Okay, so you should look through all the three. So for that we are using loop. Okay, the register, it is just like a storage system where we are storing the information. Okay, now after that, build list of instance ID to stop. Now we are just listing out the instance IDs that we need to stop. Okay, this is the command. Again, these are these are very simple. So instance ID to stop, and we are just flattening it up, so just to create a map. So after that we need to stop. Now after that these will show me the information about all the information that are stored in EC2 instance, EC2 info, my bad, EC2 info. So after that we will see which are the instance selected to stop. So this is the task. Now after that we will perform the main task that so let me comment it out, and it will be helpful for this. Main task. Main task starts. It will be helpful for you to follow it up, okay, for that reason. So main task starts actually from here. We need to stop the instance, right? So Amazon, again the same thing for this region. This is the region, and it will fetch the keys from the vault. Again it will fetch the instance ID that we need to stop. Then we need to put the state as stop. Yes, we are stopping it. Then we need to wait for some time, so we'll be putting it as true. And it will continue until unless the instance ID to stop is completely finished, that is completely empty. So this is the length is 0. Okay, so this is a complete playbook. So to run this we need to put the command, like we need to pass the this inventory.ini also. So yeah, let me see, this is a command, okay, Ansible playbook -i inventory.ini. We are passing the inventory.ini. Then EC2 underscore stop, that is the playbook name. Then we will need to pass the authentication file, that is the vault password file. This is the command, okay. Those who are running on Ubuntu, so they are all deleted, they are all stopped actually. So this is all about the video, and these are the tasks that we need to perform for today activity. This is a small activity based on Ansible. You can check out my hash note also. There I posted the blogs about this, and obviously you can also check my GitHub account to, you can just use that repo also for your project. So this is all about the activity.